Welcome back, all you rabid Blood Bowl fans. We are going to continue our coverage here in Season 11 Cabal Vision Champions Cup of Round 2 action. And we have just seen the Necromancer team taking out the Halfling team. Unfortunately, Halflings could not catch any breaks whatsoever. Loads of armor value breaks and lots of throw teammates are going to be failing. And that just makes it to where the Necromancer team was able to just dominate throughout the whole game and win it 2-0 and move on to fight against the Underworld team in the quarterfinals. But coming up next, Chaos Dwarf team taking on the Nurgle team. This is pretty much classic matchup between these two guys. Crucifer taking on Cyran once again. So we'll see which one of these guys are going to get the better of it in this big match coming up. And in my preliminary prediction, who did I say I liked? It looks like I chose the Chaos Dwarf team. How to make a smoothie. Crucifer, always a danger to go pretty deep in each of the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs every single time. Man, he always makes a pretty damn good Chaos Dwarf team to go into the cups, I tell you what. But just barely always just falls a bit short. And it appears it is going to be the Nurgle team there. And it will be coached by Cyran. It is going to be Goldenrod. And we'll be facing off against Coach Crucifer. How to make a smoothie, the Chaos Dwarf team. As always, Cyran tends to make a pretty good team himself. But man, he himself always tends to hit a brick wall that usually is a nice big hitting team of, say, somebody like Crucifer. I think they faced off against each other just about in every Champions Cup that I've seen either of them play. So these guys definitely no strangers of each other, and they're going to have at it again. So this is going to be a pretty exciting match between these guys. And it appears that on the kickoff, Goldenrod will choose to receive. So Cyran might be able to draw first blood, hopefully. But we are going to take a quick look at the players on the pitch. Let's see the staple there for the Chaos Dwarf team. Both Centaurs, both of them with the break tackle. This one's got the frenzy and the block, and this one here the blodge with the break tackle and the tackle ability. This one mighty blow. And then the dirty player, Hobgoblin, definitely a normal thing to take. And then the kick return, sure hands block, Hobgoblin, and then the Chaos Dwarves, right? I mean, they're named after Chaos Dwarves, right? +1 in strength with the claw, with the guard, piling on, with the mighty blow. Just all kinds of madness. And this one with stand firm, grab, guard, and that mighty blow. And then this one here, more claw, more mighty blow with that guard ability. And then the other Chaos Dwarves with stand firm, and the guard, and the mighty blow. And so with that, a level 1 Chaos Dwarf in the front line to come in, and the Hobgoblin on the bench. We'll be facing off against an equally tough team. Their Nurgle team does have the Beast of the Nurgle, one of the best big guys out there with the really stupid, but not too stupid, with the tentacles inherent, and the claw on him as well, and the guard, so a big one right there. And then the Nurgle warrior there on the left side with the claw, with the mighty blow as well, tackle, block, guard, and then more claw, more mighty blow, and then the block with the guard ability. You talk about a very bloody game we are in for today, because both sides sporting claw, both sides sporting the mighty blow. I tell you what, +1 in strength, block, guard, tentacles for that Nurgle warrior, and then a level 1 Nurgle warrior, and then the Pestigors with that block and the mighty blow. This one Rotter over there with the dirty player. This one claw, mighty blow with the piling on tackle with the block ability, and then more dirty player, and now the main ball carrier with the +1 Moonlance block, guard, and the dodge. I believe I say blodge, but I guess I already said block already. And that will be doing it here. A couple of extra Rotters to come in for the Nurgle team, and now we are underway. Let's check out the inducements here, but I believe they were about equal. Looks like Crucifer will be having a Bloodweiser Babe for today's match, take away the default skills, and we are ready to rumble. That's right, guys. So, as I said before, both of these coaches playing against each other quite a bit of times here in the Champions Cup, and yet again here in Champions Cup Season 11. So, boy, these guys really know each other, and I have to say, just on the paper, they're about equal, but I think Crucifer just the slightly better coach of the two, and so that's kind of the reason why I did choose the Crucifer to actually win the game here. And with the kickoff and with the weird bug right there, we're going to see that the ball lands quite short, and Nurgle team really needs to get going here early if he has any hope of trying to win this match. Get this Claw and Mighty Blow online and try to take out as many Chaos Dwarfs as he can before they themselves take out some of the Nurgle team. And that's really going to be the play right there. Does get that blitz off, does get the hit in, and does produce a nice KO. Luckily, Blowizer Babe for Crucifer, so not a big deal, but still. Nurgle team looking like he is going to be happy with that. Tuck himself back away and get the Rotters up front instead. So that is, I think, going to be the play here. Looks like he's setting up for a foul on this Chaos Dwarf there on the left side. So I believe this dirty player is going to walk over here and get the boot in. And the blitz should come on that Hobgoblin to help clear the way, actually, for the foul coming up on this left side. So after the ball pick up, looks like it's good. And should be able to maybe get the Nurgle Warrior in a slightly better spot here. No, looks like in the end, no foul is going to be committed on the Chaos Dwarf. So that will end that aggression. And now we are to the next bit. Chaos Dwarfs, not going to waste any time. Going to get that blitz here. Mighty Blow with that Claw and the piling on ability. But that would very much be a bad idea to follow up with the piling on. So he's going to get the hit in, be satisfied, and tuck himself right back away himself and get out of danger. That's the thing here. You don't want to just willy-nilly just piling on everywhere, because that will leave your guy a whole lot more open. And with a whole bunch of dirty players on the other side of the pitch, it is way easy to get a whole bunch of assists and get your guys easily fouled there. So you really got to watch out for that, guys, if you're going to be watching here. You don't want to hang yourself out to dry too much, but it looks like the Pesticore right there does not heed my advice. Does follow up with the following on. He did get the armor value break with that as well and get the KO, but man, look at him. He's way wide open, and I'm quite sure Crucifer is licking his lips like, oh yes, Hobgoblin with a dirty player needs to get over there if anything. But it looks like Beast of Nurgle, he's going to move over here, get his tentacles all over the Hobgoblin, make it a lot more difficult for him to get over there. So Nurgle team, Cyran looking pretty good here. Actually going to cut off that Hobgoblin there with the dirty player. Going to touch him up as well, and this is actually a good touch by the Beast of Nurgle. And going to actually move over here to the left side. I like how the Disturbing Presence is actually flashing now, and it is a whole lot easier to see, because that just really reminds you of how much of a danger it is to pass or even catch in the Disturbing Presence. That makes things a whole lot easier. Before, it was just kind of like this orange cloud that you barely saw on the pitch, but now with it flashing like that, it is a whole lot easier to see. And it's this constant reminder: Disturbing Presence, Disturbing Presence. That's what they need on tabletop, this like actual cloud that goes around, not just a ring that says Disturbing Presence, but this actual cloud that hovers around them. That makes it a whole lot easier to see on tabletop. Wouldn't you say, scum? I tell you what, that would be so nice. So nice. That's kind of the biggest reason why I don't play on the tabletop as much anymore. It's kind of fun to watch, but at the same time, it's just difficult to kind of follow along when you just don't know where is. What skills, who has what, where, kind of deal. So that's kind of deal there. Tentacles does hold back a couple of guys trying to dodge away from the Beast of Nurgle, but they are absolutely about to get punched in the face. And it looks like more piling on, more Mighty Blow, and in the last bit, the Chaos Dwarf did not punish him on that, and so that's really because of the Beast of Nurgle being placed in a great spot. And as I said before, you talk about big guys, Beast of Nurgles definitely has to be in the conversation, definitely needs to be in the conversation and in the running for the top 3 spots. I tell you what, I mean, everybody's about a little bit different, but the Beast of Nurgle and the Crocs are pretty much there on the top 2 every single time. Anyone you talk to. Nurgles are looking pretty nice here. And we're going to take away the skills real quick here. They're getting a little bit bunched up. That's going to be a bad thing, but we'll just take it away real quick like and just go without it for a little bit, as they are absolutely just getting right in melee range, and oh, definitely getting the melee on, trying to get these hits in, trying to get the injuries, but in the end it's going to be the Hobgoblin there with no particular skill whatsoever, going to get the armor value break on the far right side, so that's going to be pretty nice here. Stupid bug, get away, take this stuff away. And the Hobgoblin trying to get away from danger. No, he's not going to be able to. Tentacles actually did not hold them and allowed the dodge away, and unfortunately going to get KO'd for his troubles. So Nurgle team is going to just stop that Hobgoblin getting away, and the Tentacles didn't hold him back, but man, I'll tell you what, big KO, and he'll take that, my friends. Nurgle team going to be marching up the pitch, and this is just like I thought. This is pretty much the marquee fight of the week, I'd say. Both of these guys, tremendous coaches, but like I said, I think in the end, hopefully, I think Chaos Dwarves might be able to still get the better of it. But man, looking pretty bad right now, though. But I mean, not too bad. Just a bunch of KOs on the Chaos Dwarf team. So with that Bloodwiser Babe, we should see them back pretty soon. But no injuries from the Chaos Dwarf on any of the Nurgle team as of yet, and that in itself right there is definitely a feat for this Nurgle team, because I would almost expect to have at least one guy by now getting out. But the Nurgles are just capitalizing here, and they're going to continue to play some of the fouls here. No bribes or anything like that, so just going to be a foul. Just because, and he will get the armor value break, and no call by the referee, and that is pretty big right there. No call on that foul, and it's going to be a stun even, so that is pretty nice. Going to hold that Chaos Dwarf blocker right there, and he's a very dangerous claw with that Mighty Blow piling on as well. Alright, sure, I'll put back the learned skills for you. And, ooh, nice big hit. And there's going to be the first of the injuries, as I was saying before. Nurgle team's just about injury-free going into the 5th round. But finally, Bull Centaur is going to end the drought for this Chaos Dwarf team. Going to get that nice injury. No Apothecary or anything for the Hobgoblin. Well, actually, they got the Necromancer. So, anyways, no Apothecary anyways from the Nurgle team. But will be out the Rotter, but just going to be a 30 player. Still has a couple of the Nurgle, well, not Nurgle, well, it is Nurgle, but it's going to be a couple of Rotters to come in, and one of them also with the 30 player to come in as well. So we'll be able to replace them in the next bit, but Pestigore, he's not done yet. Will be able to get that blitz in, and he will be able to break armor yet again. This is just looking oh so dominating performance on the offensive side of the ball from the Nurgle team. It's only a dwarf, no ref should call it. Yeah. Only a dwarf. He's used to getting hit, right? Armor value 9. I mean, just so hacks here. So much hacks. With that inherent tackle, with the block ability. Man, that's just too much. Too much, I say. Nurgle team looking though pretty good still. Still hanging out that Pestigore out there, but at this time, Chaos Dwarves not necessarily been able to capitalize on that. We're going to stay away, and we're going to kind of keep the skills away so that we can see a little bit better of the action. Normally, they're a little bit more transparent than this, but looks like we're going to see the blitz by the Bull Centaur coming around the left side. Yes, he finds his opening. He does get the defender stumbles. He does have tackle. He will be with the ball out. And the Bull Centaur opening is going to be had. And, oh, the Rotter ends up with it. And the aggression is going to be over for the Chaos Dwarves. But man, what a nice blitz here. And does take it out of the hands of the main ball carrier. Does have +1 in movement allows as well. And with the getting to turn 6, this is crunch time now, and the Nurgle team might not be able to get a nice cage back up. And so I think at this point, maybe the right side is a little bit more open. I think that's going to be the play. Hopefully the Nurgle Warrior will be able to take away the Hobgoblin here and then open up the space, get him to be able to walk through and get him to the right side. Maybe even maybe thinking about a handoff perhaps to the level 1 Router. That would be even better, but I don't know. We'll see what the play is going to be coming up next. Maybe the Pestigore coming up. Pick him up, man. Pick him up. Get him boxed away there. Come on, Cyran. You can do it. Get him boxed away, but it looks like the Defender down dice, so we'll be able to free the Hobgoblin. Will he do the handoff, or will he just walk up with it? I don't think he's going to do the handoff. And yes, he's just going to keep the ball there and then continue to keep the screen up. Get the Pestigore up. Keep that Chaos Dwarf firmly planted right there, I think. No, it's going to get the Blitz off here on the left side. Get down the Bull Centaurs that are very annoyingly the only people that can possibly stop the ball carrier. Oh, gonna get double skull there. Does get the loner reroll. Oh man, so lucky on that. And it will be able to just get the push here, but still a nice push on the Chaos Dwarf blocker with the +1 in strength as well. So Chaos Dwarves might be able to get another blitz away by the Bull Centaur, but he's gonna fail the dodge. Gonna re-roll that and does get away. Yes, he does use the break tackle. That's why it ends up being a 2+ on the dodge, and he will be able to move up and hopefully be able to support here on this right side. And does gets a little bit more sure feet. Why not do the GFIs? We're gonna get the other Hobgoblin up here. Might be able to get another blitz here. No, he's just gonna get the Nurgle Warrior and then quite possibly touch that ball carrier up and make this extraordinarily more uncomfortable. We'll be able to get the both down die, so he should be able to get another touch on the ball. Yes, he will. The Rotter is gonna be left with it, and at this point, you gotta believe he wants to get the ball back to either the ball carrier or maybe even one of these guys up front. Unfortunately, just a block on that, just a both down die, so we're going to use the other Nurgle Warrior, so won't be able to get open the other guy here with his Chaos Dwarf, push him away. So Pestigore with the 2-die block, just going to get them down and get the Mighty Blow piling on with the claws on. Yes, he's going to break armor and get the injury. Apothecary will be used, and oh, luckily no 50% on the worst side of things. He will get the Chaos Dwarf back, and a nice dangerous one at that, but one less on the pitch. Will this be enough though? Nurgles really need to get to the back line here. Possibly he's going to hand it off to the Nurgle Warrior there on this left side. I think that might be the play. He's going to have to dodge away for the Bull Centaur though. I don't think we got a blitz on him. I don't think we do. Well, yes, okay, he's got the Pestigore there. He does have horns, so this is going to be good enough right there for the 2-die block. Push, and that's good enough. We'll be able to free up the Rotter. Has a nice avenue here for him to walk through as well, so not going to use the main ball carrier at this moment. Just going to walk with the Rotter through and have a real shot at the touchdown area by turn 8 here. So I think the Rotter is going to be only one left that can actually walk this one in. Nurgle Warriors making a nice little line there, so I think this is going to be a tough one to stop, but looks like might be able to open up things here in the middle. So yeah, looks like that's going to be a play right there. Yes, he does get another Defender down die. Oh, that is perfect. So should have a nice little avenue of attack here by the Bull Centaur. Yes, he does. And yes, he will make it there after the go for a roll. He did fail it there on that, but the both down die is all he needs. But the scatter, that is a great scatter there for the Nurgle team, because the Bull Centaur just going to get a little bit boxed away, so he can't even get to the ball even if he wanted to. We only have one more movement allowance left, and he would have just went down, and that's about it. But the Hobgoblin moves up, gets the mark on it at least, but the Nurgle team does have still a small glimmer of hope of getting to the ball and getting it to this Rotter here to walk it in. He's the only one left that can make this touchdown, I think. Well, he's got this Nurgle Warrior here, so we'll see, but I think he needs to make the block right there to get open. So we'll see here. Let's get the both down. Get the Defender down die. Opens it up. He's gonna have to, I think, just dodge away from the Bull Centaur, marking up the other Rotter right there. I think if anything, you want to try to get the ball with their main ball carrier with the sure hands, so that you can eliminate any hope of any losing of the pickup roll. But he's marked up by the Chaos Dwarf there, so not gonna get much more out of it. Balding guy, thank you for that follow. Really appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, so he's not gonna be able to use the ball carry. So the Rotter himself, he's just gonna move back, get the ball pickup, and then walk it in for the touchdown after I think a couple of go for it rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it will be 2 go for it rolls. So here we go. 3 plus pickup. He gets it. And he needs to get the 2 plus 2 plus. Yes. Yes, indeed. He gets the touchdown. 1-0. Cyran almost gets stopped up by the Chaos Dwarf Team Bull Centaurs. After a couple of blitzes there, a little bit open there. You just can't underestimate where these Bull Centaurs might end up, and the Nurgle team just about almost did, but still ends up scoring it and will go up 1-0. Looks like just about all the KO guys, I think all of the KO guys did come back for this Chaos Dwarf team. Yes, they did. Bloodwiser Babe paying off dividends. Look at that, 3 on one of them. And all the rest of them, 4 and a 6. So does get back all of his KO'd personnel. And that is really great. Nobody out for the Chaos Dwarf team. But the Nurgles actually escaping here. Only one guy injured, and it's just a Rotter with 30 players. So not too bad either. And definitely still about equal on both sides. And you'd like to note that the Nurgle still had a reroll, so his odds were still definitely good in making that touchdown. That's right. Yeah, he did have the 3 plus pickup with a 2 plus 2 plus at the end, but with the reroll, I mean, just a very small chance of failing that, right? I mean, only a 10% chance of failing the pickup, and then a 2%, 2%. So, I mean, in all, a very low percent shot of actually not getting that touchdown there by the end. But still scary, but definitely quite doable. And looks like cheering fans, and so with the guys lining up, is gonna just hope for a lot of injuries on the front line of the Rotters. Don't forget they have the K, so if there is gonna be a nice big injury, chances are it's gonna be a big one. But looks like it's just gonna be KO for now, and this is gonna be the moment here for the Chaos Dwarf team to hopefully knock down the numbers advantage here, or not numbers advantage, but knock down the numbers here of the Nurgle team, and they get the numbers advantage by the next half here on their possession half, and make things a whole lot easier to score. Looks like it's just going to be a push there. He still has another shot at it though. Just going to push him down the line, but just going to be a mighty blow instead. No claw on this hit, and so with the foul coming up next by the dirty player. We're gonna see. He's like, oh, should I hit this guy? Should I hit that guy? But in the end, it doesn't matter. They're all the same level Rotters, and why move the guy that's gonna make the foul? We'll get the foul off, and he will get the KO, and that's gonna be nice here for both sides, really. And hopefully, the KO guys continue to stay out and continue to have the numbers advantage going into the next bit. Yeah, definitely. Nurgle team cannot be disappointed by all of these hits by the Chaos Dwarf team and barely any injuries. Definitely right about that, puppy. Chaos Dwarfs possession halves coming up next, and we'll see what they have in the tank. And definitely, if it's Crucifer, he's gonna still continue to grind it out. So, if Crucifer manages to grind it out on the Nurgle team, then we are definitely gonna see overtime coming up, and it'll be the first overtime period that I have covered today. So we'll see how this Chaos Dwarf team is gonna handle the possession, but I do believe very strong and solid play from Crucifer. He's just so strong, so solid. I mean, I can't state that enough. I mean, hell, I said it 3 times in a row, but man, just unflappable, almost just cannot, just mistake free, just mistake free. Kickoff return for the Hobgoblin. So cheering fans, Goldenrod will get the extra reroll, and that'll be great because this is the second half, and like I said, as long as the Chaos Dwarf team has no injuries, I'd say, I think that's the only thing you really kind of calculate for at this point, is if the Chaos Dwarf team ends up getting a lot more injuries. But it appears with that piling on, with the mighty blow, will be able to get down that Nurgle Warrior even, and ooh, gonna get the regen failure, so that is gonna be the first of many injuries caused by the Chaos Dwarfs on their possession half. So as pointed out earlier, boy, injury free basically, and now starting off pretty strong. Ooh, just gonna still continue to be a stun right there. Chaos Dwarf team did get out the Nurgle Warrior. He's got 4 strength. Sure, it's a level 1 Nurgle Warrior, but still, it is a 4 strength personnel, and that does help the strength advantage swing more and more of the Chaos Dwarf team. And there's another armor value break. Just gonna be a stun. And the Bull Centaur wanting to jump away, but not gonna be able to do so. Getting the 1 on the roll. Does have break tackle, but can't dodge away from danger. But still, no reroll is going to be attempted there, because why reroll that? He's got armor value 9, so a very small chance to get out. And here comes the blitz there by the Pestigore with the piling on. Mighty Blow with the claw, and he definitely wants to try to get down the other Chaos Dwarf blockers with that big hit and the piling on to boot. As I said before, man, not that I'm saying that the Chaos Dwarf team is going to foul, but man, that puts this Pestigore in a very, very bad spot, and he should get fouled in the next bit. And with that, I mean, hell, even if it's just a stun, that continues to get your best hitter out, and or continue to keep your best hitter out and staying down. He does have that tackle ability, so definitely one of those things where you really want to keep those guys on the pitch. Hacker 406, thank you for that follow, my friend. Really appreciate that. Keeps me going, man. Champions Cup coverage all right here, along with strategy, role-playing games of other nature. KO by the Chaos Dwarf blocker, and this is looking a whole lot better than it did in the first half for the Chaos Dwarf armor value breaks. And I have to say, what a big turnabout. But really, it's because this Nurgle team continuing to stay base to base here, and loads of Chaos Dwarfs are able to get the hits in, and the more hits you give them, the more chances to actually do well with the hits. And ooh, sure hands, ooh, almost flubbed it out of bounds. And boy, would it be a different game if it would have got thrown to the sidelines, and then the guys in the sidelines would throw it back into the range, right into the waiting arms of the Nurgle team. Wouldn't that be something? But right now, Nurgle's not afraid, gonna continue basing up the Chaos Dwarf team and continue to try to get some hits in. Oh, but really stupid by the Beast of Nurgle. Gonna keep him there for the time being, and not gonna be able to put him in a good spot to utilize that guard as well. So instead, gonna use the guard of the Nurgle Warrior, and gets a little bit sculled there, and gonna continue to get a little bit nuffled there, and just a block on it. Really wanted to get the blitz off with the Mighty Blow, with the claw tackle ability, man, to try to get down the Chaos Dwarf blocker, and then possibly, well, I wouldn't say possibly, but I think at this point, a sure thing that it was going to get the piling on there afterwards to try to get more injuries on this Chaos Dwarf team. So far, it is the Chaos Dwarf team that's going to be the one that's making all these injuries, and he's got a whole bunch of KOs now. Nurgle team cannot keep up with the onslaught here, and they're going to find themselves slowly but surely losing the front line there, and I think they've already lost at this point. Yeah, I think so, because this man's going down. Beast of Nurgle, I think, might be the next hit here. No, actually, it's going to be this Nurgle Warrior is going to get hit for his troubles, and then this Pestigore there in the backfield. Let's see if he's going to flood the pickup again, and he actually did, but this time did get the 5 on that pickup roll. And finally, after long last, on turn 11, the sure hands ball carrier does pick up the ball. Thankfully, though, Nurgle team did not put any pressure on that ball carrier, and so after 3 turns, was able to get that ball up. Look at that. I guess, anyways, Nurgle team, who they're gonna run in there with, but there's gonna be the foul, and he does get the death injury on that as well. But the regeneration is gonna pass. And that, ooh, that is a really good one. And it's going to get sent off there. Pestigore is going to get sent off, though. And will be sitting the bench. And with that, I think the Chaos Dwarves will definitely trade off here. But, oh man, dodge a bit of bullet. Regeneration does save that Pestigore. And that's kind of what I've been saying all this time. You keep putting your guys on the ground right in the front. And you keep tempting Crucifer, and he will eventually lay the boot in by one of his hobgoblins. And actually worked out a little bit better for this Nurgle team, but Chaos Dwarves does make this touchdown in the second half a whole lot easier to get by the end. Beast of Nurgle is going to step up. Again, Nurgle team not afraid to get base to base against the Chaos Dwarf team, and I think at this point he's got to be thinking, can he stand up to the might that is the Chaos Dwarves? I mean, Bull Centaurs are going to be the one getting the hits in and going to get the MNG on the Nurgle Warrior, and he's going to fail the regeneration this time. So Nurgle Warrior goes out. Oh man, what a hit. What a big hit. Chaos Dwarves, they will definitely take that Nurgle Warrior out, and that's a big one there. Another injury there caused. And it's going to be another Nurgle Warrior. And it's going to be another regen fail there. So back-to-back injuries. And it's going to be back-to-back Nurgles going out with the big injuries. What a big turn of events right there. And that is horrible, because this game is definitely going into overtime at this point. And you need your Nurgle Warriors. Nurgle team needs Nurgle Warriors. Newsflash, guys. If you guys out there are watching, they need their Nurgle Warriors to stay up, and they are not able to do it. And oh, another really stupid. Can't afford it at this point of the game. Really need to get that hit off from the Mighty Blow and Claw so that he can try to get down some of the other Chaos Dwarf teams, so that he can at least be able to square the numbers up. There, nice KO. That's gonna help right here, and the ball is gonna be out as well. Pestigore does have a shot here, marks that ball up, using up all of his movement allowance. So nice little play there, but I think just temporary, because Chaos Dwarfs are right next to it, and should be able to come back and help out here after taking out this Nurgle Warrior. Then this Pestigore is absolutely going to get blitzed down by the tackle Bull Centaur, or hell, even the tackle Chaos Dwarf blocker with the Claw, with the Mighty Blow, and all that other madness to speak of. Puppy says on chat, Nurgle team cannot come back with all these injuries, and I almost believe that I have to concur with that, but we'll have to wait and see though. I mean, sure, he's got a lot of injuries, but all he needs is a chance, right? I mean, Nurgle team, if he gets the ball back in the overtime period, all he needs to do is move that ball down the pitch quickly, and quite possibly get that nice fast touchdown there. Bull Centaur, he himself's gonna say, okay, let me take matters into my own hands and pick this ball up. And he does pick the ball up on the 4+, luckily so, and this is gonna be a very tough one to stop here for this Nurgle team now. 4 strength, blodge Bull Centaur to boot. Pestigore trying to dodge away, not gonna be able to get away even. Gonna get stunned as well, trying to get to that Bull Centaur, I do believe, and trying to make something happen by the end. But Nurgle team, they are just gonna be down and out of luck and out of time by the end. So Chaos Dwarves will be able to score it by the end, but the only question that really remains is how much more injuries are going to be caused on this Nurgle team. That's going to be the difference right there, guys. That's going to be the difference, because if any more Nurgles go out here by the end, it could be all but over in overtime. There's another KO there, big one here. More KOs on their side, and like I said, even if it's just KOs, that's quite detrimental. And here comes the last blitz here on the last remaining personnel that's standing up. We'll be able to get the defender down die, and we'll be able to take him down. And with the stand firm being used right here, it appears that we might see a foul. No foul. But really stupid. Again, he's going to continue to try to do something here. And will he try to dodge away? Yes, he's trying to dodge away on the 5+ dodge against 2 tag zones, and not going to be able to get away. So with 2 more turns left, you're darn right. He's just going to move the ball up. And then after that, we are going to 100% see a foul. And I think it's going to be on the Beast of Nurgle. That would be my target if I was the guy fouling. And it appears Crucifer agrees. Luckily, you can only do 1 foul per turn. But man, this could be it. No, he's not going to do the foul. Okay. Well, I guess who's he going to do the foul with? He certainly can't do it with the Chaos Dwarf blocker. He could have done it with the level 1 Hobgoblin. I don't know why he didn't do it with that guy, but I guess at this point, really just wants to keep the numbers advantage going and not allow the Nurgle team to get back into it. Or perhaps there was maybe a gentleman's agreement between the two. I don't know, but I'm a little bit surprised to see no foul done by the Hobgoblin, the last level 1 Hobgoblin on the pitch. But it will be Crucifer's touchdown to be had, 1-1. Bottom of the 16th coming up, but I don't believe the Nurgles are going to make the 1-move touchdown. Maybe set up for the riot and hope for the best. So we'll see. Chaos Dwarf team should put all of his guys will stand firm up front so that there won't be any entertaining of thoughts of trying to get the 1-move touchdown, but it appears that he's going to be putting the Hobgoblins up there. I don't blame him right there. He's actually going to put the ball carrier up there. That's a bit surprising to see because Crucifer has said before that he likes having a nice ball carrier, and he's putting the ball carrier up there. So extremely interesting to see that up there because on value 7 could break and could die. But I guess who else you gonna put up there? I would still think about putting the Chaos Dwarf, the level 1 Chaos Dwarf blocker up there. But at this point, a bit of a risk no matter which way you slice it. But still, I would put the level 1 Chaos Dwarf blocker and not my main ball carrier up there. Blueberry is about to get squashed. I'm a bit surprised by that. That is the main ball carrier for the Chaos Dwarf team. So here's the defender down die, and heck, I think even if it's just a down die and it doesn't get injured, we are possibly going to see a foul done. And it's just going to be a stun with the piling on the boot coming up afterwards. So we'll see how that pans out. Death injury! That is really big. Apothecary is going to have to be used. That's what I'm talking about. Main ball carrier. Maybe that's what Crucifer had envisioned there. Well, if something does happen to my main ball carrier, I got the Apothecary. But man, that is a huge risk with armor value 7. But I guess anyways, it was going to come by a claw hit. So it was going to be armor value 7 no matter what. And instead of a level 1 Chaos Dwarf blocker, it is instead the main ball carrier. But still, you kind of need the main ball carrier. Kind of need it. No foreshadowing at all by the VGP. You're right about that, Braumeister. But yes, he did get a little bit punished. Yeah, he did use the Apo earlier, but yeah, Crucifer did have an extra Apothecary. And I forgot to point that out there. Yeah, but he did have the extra Apothecary, and so he did now finally blow 2 Apothecaries, and he's Apothecary-less at this point. Here comes the coin toss, and it's ever so important for the Nurgle team to get it, but it is going to be the Chaos Dwarf team going to win the toss, and with that, this is going to be a very difficult task for the Nurgle team to hold defense at this point, and he really needs to hope for blitz, because I think that's the only thing you can hope for at this point. Only what, 8 Nurgle team against a whole bunch of Chaos Dwarf team with Mighty Blow, with Claw. This could be it right here. This could be it, guys. This is not looking good now for the Nurgle team. Really needs a blitz. Really needs a blitz. But it's just a very sunny. And that doesn't hurt the Chaos Dwarfs whatsoever. He was totally not going to pass it unless really push comes to shove. But now, again, the carnage is going to begin. Chaos Dwarfs going to continue the mighty blows. Going to continue the piling ons. And going to try to continue the madness But with the skulls, there's actually going to get quad skulled! Quad skulls! What in the world was that? And, wow, luckily the ball got booted way back there because the Nurgle team can't really take advantage too much here, but at least he survives, and all the guys up front doesn't take any big injuries whatsoever, and no blitz done by the Chaos Dwarf team either. So now this Nurgle team might be able to strike back and maybe even the numbers in the next bit because he's able to stand up his guys and he's able to get his hit in, and it should be by a claw and mighty blow man. But it appears that instead he uses them to get... Yeah, okay, he gets that one man down, opens it up, gets to the backfield, and gets skulled himself! But this time he will get a defender stumbles. Wow, whole bunch of skulls everywhere. But gonna be okay there. He's gonna get that hit in, will break the armor, just gonna be stunned. Will he follow up with the piling on? Looks like it's gonna be a resounding no because he really needs to play aggressive. As I said, it's 8 on 11 at this point, and so now all he really hopes for is, just like in the second half, the Hobgoblin with sure hands, he did flub it, what, 3 times straight? No, 2 times straight, and finally picked it up on the 3rd try. So the Nurgles really want something like that to happen yet again for the Chaos Dwarf team, and if that does, then +1 in the movement allows Pestigor might come into play there, just a push on that blitz, and so he will be able to keep this Pestigor up and alive. So the blitzers might be able to get a free hand here at the ball carrier. He won't be able to get the cage up so easily and trying to dodge away. And he's going to use the reroll there. Crucifer, seeing how he needs to get that Pestigor squared away, uses the precious reroll there. Does get the ball up though. And he will be able to move up and get himself a little bit more safe because of it. And so these two Pestigors a little bit too close to each other, but where else they're going to go? But still, he is able to get his Beast of Nurgle in there with the guard ability, so we're able to get a 1-die block. Oh man, what a huge 1-die block. That is a big one here. He's able to open things up, so he will be able to get yet another 1-die block. Just going to be a push here. Just going to be a push, and I think the play might be just dodging through for the 4+, 3+ blitz. I think that might be the play. Yes, oh, it's 5+ actually because of the 2 tackle zones. 5+, he gets through. He will be able to get the blitz off, and he did use the reroll though, and just a push. Oh my gosh, he almost pulls it off. 5+ dodge into a 3+ dodge, and he darn near gets it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Chaos Dwarf team. Oh man, but he's not out of the woods yet. Chaos Dwarfs are getting touched by all kinds of Nurgle teams, so he needs to make the block here, he needs to get this guy open, needs to blitz off the Pestigor, and then after that, he needs to get himself caged up to end all aggression and hope here. But more skulls coming out, so he's going to use up his last reroll right there. Crucifer, he's out of rerolls. He's out of rerolls. And so he's going to have to play the rest of this overtime period without it. Nurgles are going to be playing quite aggressive. He himself doesn't have any rerolls, so welcome to the club. But man, this is going to be quite close here. Chaos Dwarves putting up a nice little screen, but the Rotter, he's right there, so he should be able to dodge away here on the 3+ and maybe get a blitz off if possible. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll see. Oh, he dodges away from the Nurgle warrior with tentacles and the 5 strength. Doesn't ham him up. He moves over there, and if the Nurgles are unable to get some help over there, okay, oh, that cannot come at a worse moment, but the Nurgles really need to get over there. He cannot allow the Chaos Dwarf team to box up here. This is a big hit here, and it is going to be a death injury, and with no more guys on the pitch, this is looking all but over. Nurgles needs a shot somewhere, but I think the shots are all but over for the Nurgle team. He's got to do another crazy blitz. Yes, a 4+ into there, just a push. Just a push! Oh man! He is not able to get him down. Just a defender down. Even a defender stumbles or something. Oh man. He's not able to get either of that stuff. A second time. A third time. Not able to get the dice that he needs to get down the ball carrier. He's starting to run out of guys. Oh man, he's absolutely out, guys. He's out. He's absolutely out. There's nothing more in the tank, I think. Chaos Dwarf team, barring some type of miracle, is gonna be the winner. Oh, and when it rains, it pours. Death injury cause. And Chaos Dwarf team is just more skulls there. But not before getting a couple more injuries there on the Nurgle team. And so with just the Beast of the Nurgle and the Nurgle Warrior, I guess he could do the Nurgle Warrior dodge away, but only 4 movement allowed, so he can't even get there. Pescore is going to have to move up, help out the Beast of the Nurgle, get the Blitz off. Maybe, oh really stupid, no! He wanted to get the Blitz through at the least and maybe get the Tentacles Beast of the Nurgle up there, maybe. But with that really stupid, that will just mean all of these guys are just out of range here, and that is absolutely over. What a game there. Chaos Dwarf team survives the Nurgle team, and Cyran yet almost makes it a match right there by the end, but unfortunately does not pull out the small miracle. Man, he makes the 5+ dodges, makes 4+ dodges, gets over there, gets the Blitz off, gets the 2-die Blitz, and then push. That's going to be too bad there. Don't you guys go away. We still got more Champions Cup playoff coverage right here. We are going to be continuing on with the Wood Elves taking on the Orc team, the Besa versus Mankiz. So we'll see who's going to get the better of it. Meanwhile, so far so good. My picks, I am 2 for 3 at this point on the second round action. Ooh, foul appearance. Forgot about that. Won't be able to get the hit off on that man there. And Pescore trying his best to dodge away and make something of it, but there's really nothing to see here. Crucifer scores it. Sudden death overtime. But it is Cyran falling quite short there by the end. 2-1. And really nothing to see here. Just a load of injuries. 26 armor value breaks. 2 injuries. 6 injuries. Oh, 2 kills and 6 injuries, I mean. And 7 KOs. That right there is the biggest difference between the two. Both of these guys about even in blocks succeeded. But as you can see there, more armor value breaks and more injuries. And that is just about all you really need to see there. Crucifer advances on. No surprise here, I think, but still a very good contest between those 2 Goliaths, and Crucifer is going to be awaiting the match between the Orc team and the Elven Union. Both pretty good coaches here and also pretty big teams by both of them. So we'll see how that is going to pan out. But next up, as I said before, Orc the base are taking on the Wood Elf team, another Wood Elf of Mankiz. So don't you guys go away. I am just going to take a quick break. Just going to have a little bit of sips on my drink here as we are going to gear up for more Champions Cup action. If you guys have just joined me and have not hit that follow button, please, for the love of all Nuffle, please follow along. And of course, if you miss all the action, you can check me out on YouTube as well. VG Pierce there as well. And you can hit that subscribe button, like my videos. And I will see you there for more strategy and role-playing games as well as Blood Bowl action right here. I'll see you in just a minute.